Hey, how's it going everyone? I hope that you're all having an amazing day. This video is going to be a fun one because it is going to be covering not only a new game for me, but a game that's only been out in early access for around a week now. And that game is TemTem. I'm going to share with you guys 5 tips and tricks about TemTem that I wish I knew when I started playing. TemTem is an indie developed monster taming game that is sweeping through Steam, and for good reason. I can't say that this game is without kinks, but I can say that since I've started playing TemTem, I only find myself enjoying the game more and more. Do me a favor and drop a like on this video because every like really helps these videos do well. But let's jump right into these tips and tricks, with number 1 being take full advantage of your Tem Essence. Tem Essence is something that you are given early on in the game, and it is an item that fully revives and heals your entire team. When I first got this item, I wasn't aware that it was something that was reusable and refillable. With this knowledge, I was much less worried about keeping my entire team alive and much more focused on training up all of my TemTem. It essentially gave each of my TemTem 2 lives while I was out training them. The Tem Essence is easily refilled every time you go to one of the TemTem stations that heals up your TemTem, so be sure to use your Tem Essence as often as you need. The second tip I wish I would have been aware of is that spending Pansoon is much more beneficial than hoarding it. Pansoon is the currency in TemTem and is not particularly hard to come by. Healing items are expensive, but entirely worth it because there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of NPC battles. And these battles, in most cases, are strenuous on your team, so having a good amount of items to heal with can save you a lot of time from having to run back and forth if your team happens to get low. Another thing that you should be sure to keep good stock of is TemTem cards. TemTem cards are cheap in comparison to the rest of the items in the shop and are definitely worth their investment. Which leads me directly into tip number 3, which is catch an abundance of TemTem, even duplicates, because once you get onto the second island, you are able to get weekly rewards for releasing TemTem. For example, I just reached this place, and the amount of TemTem it wants me to release this week for a reward is 200. That is a ton of TemTem, so be sure to seriously catch all of the TemTem you see. Not only is this going to help you get the weekly rewards, but it will also give you a variety of choice when it comes to the SV values and the abilities that your TemTem have. Because if you didn't know already, each TemTem you catch will have different SV numbers. And if you manage to stumble upon a luma TemTem, you will be guaranteed 3 SVs with perfect stats. Another thing I wish I knew earlier, and coming in at tip number 4, is that evolution in TemTem is different than other monster taming games. Normally, once a monster reaches a specific level, it will evolve, but TemTem doesn't work that way at all. If a TemTem has the ability of evolving, it will only do so after you level it up a specific amount of times. So you really will have to put in the work and time and effort into any TemTem that you want to evolve. You won't be able to just catch a TemTem one level before it would normally evolve and then push it there. You're gonna have to put in some time and effort, so be sure to plan accordingly. The final tip on my list is truly a simple one, but it is yet another one that is going to save you some major time. And it's that you have the ability to reorder your entire TemTem team easily by dragging their icons around on the bar on the bottom of your screen. This comes in handy in many situations, one of which being that you can easily order your TemTem in the most strategic way for specific battles. This can help you ease your way through a difficult NPC battle by countering their TemTems. Another thing that it helps with is easily swapping the order of TemTem that you want to train, which can keep you organized and on track. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed all of these beginner tips and tricks for TemTem. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video to always stay notified on when I post content. I'm out.